So we're still talking about the Pixel 2, but we wanted to focus on the cameras. I definitely love the cameras. It was definitely one of the high points that Google should be proud of from last year's and continue so this year's. I gave the title of last year's Pixels the best auto camera on Android for just straight point and shoot. For me, 9 times out of 10, Pixel was spot on A1. So this year they added a lot more hardware and even more software to make everything just even better. So they made sure to fine-tune what was already great by switching to a dual pixel sensor to capture more details, lowering the aperture from f2.0 to f1.8, and adding OIS, optical image stabilization, and electronic image stabilization for all their videos. So if you didn't know, Google's secret sauce, or not so secret sauce, is their HDR abilities and their machine learning to nail damn near every shot. So, up in the dynamic range, now you get even sharper imagery, HDR involved, but not super aggressive or looking crazy. And they made sure to apply a lot of their newer features like motion photos and portrait mode to both their front and rear facing cameras. So from the photos that I took, 9 times out of 10, I've gotten great shots, right amount of clarity. You can pinch and zoom and not see too much noise, or if any, depending on the lighting. And I think it's just done a good job, even with the front-facing camera. So now you're kind of looking at the ultimate selfie camera, at least until the iPhone 10 comes, where you can really kind of get good amount of detail and then really put stuff up on the gram instead of some blurry mess. Now moving on, I know dual cameras have been utilized for a slight optical zoom and to pull off portrait mode. So Google doesn't need any of that, as theirs is software assisted. And it's definitely leaps and bounds in the lens blur from last year. If you didn't know, they had it was in the settings, it wasn't that great. They do a much better job at blurring the background, and shoot, it's even better than Note 8. And it's good to see taking advantage of that on the front-facing camera as well. And speaking of the front-facing camera, it has a software-based face retouching feature that you can just turn on and off with a switch, and it helps take out blemishes, acne, and different other things that you may not want in your thing. It does a much better job than LG's Beautify or Beauty selfie feature, or whatever it is. Now on the video side of things, you have the option for 120 frames per second slow-mo, where you can control when the slow-mo kicks in, when it stops, and all that. And then you can also choose 30 and 60 frames per second for 1080p and 30 frames per second for 4K. And then you can also make sure to utilize the OIS and the EIS for both 1080p and 4K videos. So it's definitely, even though last year's was pretty good using software, this is a lot better. And you can just put the camera, record, and walk, and you'll notice that it's holding you down really, really well. So a lot of features to help Google keep the camera crown, at least in my opinion. If you've seen the photos, we got some more photos posted on the site, and then we'll have some on our Instagram page. So you let us know, what do you think about it? Is this the best camera you've seen so far? Do you like it? Are we crazy? Sound off below. Thanks for watching. Could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. Take care.